Good morning, guys. It is Saturday for me. It is the weekend. My weekends are days where I can come in and create new items. I try to list at least like 5 things every week, like one for every day of the week. It's my goal, but sometimes things happen, get too busy. During the week, it's almost impossible for me to make new items. Usually maybe on a Friday, but Saturdays are usually the days where I don't have to ship anything. So there's not really like that time limit set, except like because I have an hour drive home that I don't want to be stuck in a time limit, but it is the weekend, so the drive isn't as bad. So I want to pretty much take y'all through my process and how I'm gonna find something on Etsy. That's where I buy all my designs and get something embroidered. Back to school, it's August 2nd today, so back to school, it's too late. It's not back to school, so I'm thinking like maybe like an everyday item. So like I sell a lot of shirts with just names. So like maybe Thanksgiving color theme name or Christmas color theme name, just to change the colors up and give people another option, or also a birthday one maybe. It's hard trying to figure out things, and then with Joann's being gone, I do have a Hobby Lobby that's only like 5 minutes away. And I went in there, they didn't have much, but it's better than nothing. So I bought a few fabrics last weekend, because last weekend I did make some new Halloween kid shirts, but I'm gonna try to see what I come up with. I literally just searched on Etsy, see what I can find. So that's the plan. I'm gonna take y'all through, we're gonna look at it together and see how my process goes. All right, so let's go with Halloween applique designs. If I don't find anything I like, then I just don't. I kind of like this though. That was pretty quick. Let me add this to my cart, because that can definitely be cute. Just because I added to my cart doesn't mean I'm 100% gonna make it. With me, you never know. I have seen this design a lot on TikTok with like people using lace and making that design with lace. I've always liked this one. I think I've had it in my cart for like the last 5 years. Maybe a pumpkin. We'll see. There's a lot of applique pieces. That's the first thing I think of when I see this one, but it's cute. Put all them applique pieces. Okay, this can be cute too. Okay, maybe this one. There's a girl one and a boy one, I guess. Is this satin stitch or is that fabric? That would be tedious to cut. Hopefully. I already made this last week. I really want to make like a big Christmas applique, because it's not too early for Christmas. Just so y'all know, I've had a few Christmas orders. They'll buy like a Halloween and a Christmas. Oh look, it just popped up. That's cute. That's a lot of applique pieces. That's the hard part. You think something's cute, but then you're like, I actually gotta make that. Never mind. Oh, I like this. Where'd it go? Why did it change designs? Why you change the designs? Come back. Well, dang. Which picture was it? What is the actual design? Which one's the actual design? Well, it saves me from scrolling right now. This one's cute too, because I wouldn't have to do any customization. Dinosaur chicken nuggets. I'm not a fan of the being stitched, because I can't cut that straight. Now, I definitely could put these on the laser, but I also try to think of my employees, and I haven't taught anybody how to use the laser yet. Let's see. There's so many different designs. It's a good thing. And like, I need to figure out like what is the trending birthdays right now. I really like this. I'm just looking at all this fabric though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's really cute though. Sketch designs, I don't really make samples of, because I could just make a mock-up with them and they look pretty much the same. All right. I mean, we found some designs, so I should at least get these machines moving. Otherwise, I'll be here for the next 10 years, still scrolling through designs. Let's try to find the fabrics and shirt colors we're gonna use, and then we'll get started. Girl, what you doing? She's over here singing and putting cards on my machine. Rio.
Yes, Papa.
Eating sugar.
Yes, Papa.
All right, so I think I'm gonna start with the bat design, because it's literally just one color fabric. My mind can't process right now, but I don't know if to put it on the dusty green shirt, or if I should put it on a white shirt, but I'm leaning towards a dusty green, maybe. Can't do any stripes because we're sold out of stripes. We're so sold out that even the little shipment that I did have coming in is already sold out, because I need it all for my Etsy orders. People just wanted to put their orders on hold until the restock came in. But I didn't order much because it didn't need it at the time. But I do have another stripes restock for AJ Blanks that will be coming in mid-September. But yeah, we have a pretty decent restock coming in. It's 55 boxes that'll be coming in mid-August. I'll just say mid-August. I'm not giving you guys a date because it always changes, but it'll be mid-August, and there will be an email that goes out with that. That's a general restock of like a lot of different things. And then the one mid-September will be like, that one will include baby gowns because we're like sold out of almost all baby gowns. So that'll be September. That is probably like a 70 box order. So I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to keep AJ Blanks in stock, but having to use so many for my own Etsy shop has just been crazy. I gotta take it, sorry. I called dibs. Let's go find some shirts and escape the loudness of my children. There's so many AC units in here that like you walk through different areas and you're either hot or cold. Like right here, it's kind of musty, crusty, dusty, musty, humidity. Oh yeah, also all our patches are currently on sale for $6.99. Oh, my dad scared me. I was like, why is that open? He's taking out the trash, taking out the trash. Yeah. But like when I tell you we're like out of so much here, you can see a lot of the empty bins. I have no more dusty green, I don't think. I had to pick a size. I might do 18 months because I just have so many 18 months. My samples, I usually make 2T or my children's sizes. This is crazy. Does that make me crazy? Like, here's my stripes. They're like empty. I have like some like blues, sage green. What else? Let's do a white. The 2T, I don't want to use 2T. I'd rather use 18 months. Black. Gray? I don't know. I don't have a lot of boy designs. Girls, I do have that Christmas one. I'll just make it for Riel. Put it on a 3T ruffle. The ruffle bottom shirts, I always had trouble like for AJ Blanks wise selling these red shirts. I'm like, they're so cute, you know? But on my Etsy shop, I think I've sold like 70 of these in the last month. So it's been great. What else? Like I'm even on a 2T white. Like I've had to switch everybody from my 2T white puff and they would order the ruffle instead. Luckily they've been okay with that replacement. I guess I'll come back when I get to that design. Let me just make something. Let's start with something. Now, do I put orange for the name on this green shirt? I didn't want to make a decision and get mad because your decision was wrong to begin with. That's like the worst. So you spend your time making a shirt and then it's ugly. But, so I also tell y'all, it might be ugly to you, but it's cute to somebody else. So let's at least get something made. Something is better than nothing. And I do know back to school is obviously gonna stop. It happened last year, it just stops. And then you have 0 sales. So one thing I didn't do last year was make a bunch of new stuff. So I'm trying to do that this year. Trying to keep moving. Whew, I'm out of breath. Keenan, a black bat, gray or dusty green? A baseball bat? No. Purple. Keenan said purple for the name. Okay, black bat. See, I get tired of making decisions. All right, so maybe I'll use this for Thanksgiving. But then remember I had a Frankenstein design too? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? All right, well, I have to get the fabric for that. The black fabric's gonna be easy. So for the fabric, I'm gonna choose this fabric. It's cute, it kind of looks like some fluttering. I'm gonna use this, and then you do wanna use Heat and Bond Light because it is a applique, and this one is a bean stitch, so you definitely wanna use it. So I'm gonna cut some of the fabric. I'm gonna laugh if it's bigger than this. The design shouldn't be bigger than 8 inches because the hoop I'm using is the 8x9 Mighty Hoop. So I use Mighty Hoops for all my hooping needs. I don't like the standard hoops, but here's what it is. If you want free shipping on Mighty Hoop, you can use code Kids Customs. There's always a link down below as well. Stabilizer, I use medium weight stabilizer for everything. And this is a backing holder. All right, he said do it on the gray. I didn't even turn the machines on. All right, got this hooped up. The smallest shirts are the easiest shirts to hoop because you can easily get them straight. So I pulled it tight enough so that it's not like bunched up, wrinkled. They're playing in the Mercedes remote control car. I gotta heat the fabric. I gotta turn the machine on. We'll use the Summit today. They do have some good sales on the Melco machines. They have like bundles. You buy 2, you save Quite a bit. They did have, I don't know if they still have it. It was a bundle. You get like 2 machines and then you get a free sublimation printer with it, which they're like $2,700. So they had a bundle like that going on. You can always reach out to Melco. There's always a link down below. I saw that last week, so I don't know what their deals are. If they have any deals, you can always call and ask. But that is the brand I use for my embroidery machines. This one is set to kids. Also, update, the tech did come, fix my machines, did maintenance on all my machines. It was so amazing. I didn't have to do it. So he was here, he left yesterday. He came for 3 days and he did like maintenance on all of the machines. He came in like Wednesday afternoon. Is this set on kids? No. Came in Wednesday afternoon, left yesterday, which was Friday afternoon. So pretty cool. And then like they do these little test outs to make sure every needle is stitching properly when they leave. For all the machines they do this at the end. This is a big mighty hoop. I was making football sweatshirts yesterday. That's another thing you can look into, football themed items, because half of the shirts I'm selling are back to school, but the other half are all football designs for kids. And if they're selling for kids, I'm sure they will be selling for adults as well. I don't think I even bought the designs yet because we were getting so many sales. I was having a mini panic attack because I want to go help. Lillian's in the other room over there. I wanted to help do that, but I am going on a trip in like 2 weeks. So I'm trying to get Lillian caught up on how to run everything and do everything while I'm not here. It's only for like 2 days, but still. All right, heat and bond, light, get that cut, and then we'll get it designed in Embroidered. Embroidered is the software I use to edit my designs. That one is not gonna be able to see me, I don't think. But here's the fabric, upside down. I definitely need more heat and bond light. I've used so much of it because I've been doing so much applique. Cause you had a bad day. Cause you had an applique. All right, somebody just stop me from talking. All right, you put the rough side face down. Yeah. My heat press is set to 300 degrees. I just do it for a few seconds. I always cover with Teflon just so I don't damage my heat press on accident. Have y'all seen those new Heat Press Nation heat presses? I want one of them. Don't need it, but I want one. All right, so here's what the fabric looks like after it is heated and bonded, and then you make sure you pull this off before you do the applique, like before you put it on the machine. Take this off. So this is like an adhesive, so when you go to heat it after you're done, it adheres to the shirt. I might just buy that dinosaur chicken nugget too. I'm downloading this bat. Let me just show y'all. This is Embroidered Essentials. It works on Mac and PC. You gotta unzip the folder, and then I'm gonna use the 8x8. It's the size of it. Tells you down here it's 7 7/16 by 4, and it's literally just 2 stitches. So it is 1,275 stitches, which is absolutely nothing. The first stitch is gonna be black. I'm gonna just make the other one, I'll leave it red, but on the machine I'll just change it. Well, let me just do this one red. Tack down, replacement, and then tack down. But no, I think they had it white in the picture. I think that actually looked better. They actually looked like it was stitched around. Let me go look again. Yeah, and that looks pretty cool actually. So I might just do it this way. Like if I did black, it wouldn't be as noticeable. I don't know. We'll see. And then he said do the name in purple. Trip and Bow seem to be the most popular names I get. Now the font is the question. There was a font I used for Halloween last year. I have so many fonts. Oh yeah, Frankie font. Do this, and then I do it in orange. See if it looks good, or we blame Keenan because it doesn't look good. All right, we can save it to a flash drive. TRIPP, and unplug it. This was my best-selling design this year. This bow is from Applique Party. She does YouTube videos as well. Ashley is her name. File, load design, and then it was called Trip. And then I'm gonna change the hoop to 9x8. And I know it's hard to see on camera, but the bat is there. Color sequence is how you put your colors in. So I said I'm just gonna do black applique to stop, and then 8 for the stitching on top, and then the name is orange, just 3. Okay. And I'm gonna move it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the shirt on. This machine that I'm using right here is the Melco EMT 16X machine. So I have the Summit, the X, and the Bravo. I have the most X's. The Summit came out last year. All right, so then I'm just gonna push start, and it's gonna do the placement stitch in black because I asked it to make it in black so it's easy to see. All right. Then it stops because I put on the applique stop. And then I'm gonna put this fabric down. You wanna make sure all your heat and bond is gonna be on the design. Pull it over some. Make sure the same thing over here. And then I'm gonna push stop. This is called a tack down stitch. You know what? I need to put in an applique stop because I need it to stop so I can cut before it does the name. Usually I do the names first. So it should stop right after. Push start. If this shirt isn't a bestseller, I'd be so happy because it's so quick. The bat is 1 minute, the name is 3 minutes, so it's a 4-minute stitch out. All right, now it stops, so I can cut it. Get it taken off. Where are my applique scissors? All right, these are the applique scissors. I can admit I hated these in the beginning because I was used to the other scissors, but now I'm totally used to these. Now with this type of design, I can't cut straight to save my life. Some people develop some type of cutting skill or just are born with a cutting skill to cut like these perfectly lines. With this design, you're not supposed to cut super close to the white line like you do with normal with normal applique that has satin finish. You would cut as close as you can. But this specific style design, it's called a bean stitch. You're trying to leave fabric on the outside just a little bit. I'll probably be using my laser going forward, but for a sample, I'm not turning the laser on just to make a sample. So this gonna be a little interesting, I'll say. It's just not a skill I have. I'm just so used to cutting close, and I feel like that's gonna be my issue. Some people just say let the scissors glide. That's the easiest way to do it. Just don't make a lot of choppy cuts, but it's like habit to cut as close as possible. I just feel like I can't undo my learning. This cut is bad, guys. It's one of a kind. It's alright. So then it's just gonna do the name and you heat press it. It's vintage. All right, we have our next two designs out and made up. There goes, both gonna be Boo Ghosts. These may be the last two because, man, it takes time to pick designs and pick fabrics and everything. We've been here for 2.5 hours already. Looks like this backing holder is about to break. I need to get another one. Let's start with the girls. I can do them both on black shirts. Get the other shirt hooked up as well. Orangey. All right, these are the fabrics I'm gonna use for the boy Boo, and then these two with this one for the girl Boo. So we need to get the heat and bond. 2 ghosts. This probably be enough. Let's get them pressed. This whole time I thought this was recording, so you missed the whole first part. That's crazy. My bad. But you can see that I didn't get the heat and bond all the way over because it is fraying. So I should have pulled the fabric over to make sure the part with the heat and bond was there. It's my mistake. So I cut these slits out. When I put the fabric on the machine, you'll see it again when I do the O. Sorry, I thought the camera was recording, but it wasn't. I feel like my hand is just all in the way. All right, go back on the machine. All right, let's get all the stops put in on this design. Here, this is the Knuckle Summit. Here's all the colors. The bottom colors here are the colors the design is supposed to be. So I always start by just putting the colors in order. This one is supposed to be, oops, what did I? This one's supposed to be 8. This is supposed to be orange, white, orange. And you can see the design changing as it goes. It blinks to show you which step you're on. This is gray. Oops, this is white. I want to make this white as well, though. I know it says orange, but I know what I'm trying to do. I'll make it gray, actually. Because it's a zigzag stitch, if I'd make this a dark color, you'll see it through. And I don't want that. White, orange, white, green, and orange. So all the colors are in there. And now I need to put in the stops. So like I said, when I hit one, you'll see it's blinking. So right now it's saying it's a spider web, nothing there. Next step is going to be the placement stitch. So I wanted to stop after it does that so I could place the fabric. So I'm gonna hit the A. And then it's gonna do the tack down stitch. Now I'm gonna put the A so that I can stop it to cut the fabric. Now it's gonna do the zigzag stitch. And then it's gonna do the placement stitch. So I need it to stop. Tack down, need to stop after that. Then it's gonna do the zigzag. Then it's gonna do the eyes. Then the final stitch. Then it's gonna go to the O. Need to stop after it does the O. Same thing, placement and tack down, need to stop. Then it's gonna do the final stitch. And then it's gonna do the name. Usually I do names first. Obviously didn't do it in this instance. But that's it, and we can just move it up just a little bit, right? And then we can get started on this one. Haha, it's not even threaded. Because it was just the beginning step, I'm just gonna make it start again from 0. So starting again from 0, and we'll push start. This one needs the ghost. Just here while the other one is still doing the first part. This is the girl one, the other one is the boy one. This is the tap down stitch. Okay, we cut this. Okay, get this back on the machine. All right, this is the part that I didn't get to do on the other one because I thought I was recording when I wasn't. So I like to cut inside the letters. That way I don't have to cut afterwards and accidentally cut a hole. So if I cut it now, it's done. almost done. It's the last piece of fabric to cut. Right. Cutting off some of these loose threads. So this one, need to cut the stabilizer. This one and this one. I think they both turn out to be cute. Love the colors. My dad just vacuumed this floor too. We'll cut the stabilizers. So normally you would tender touch these. They're samples. If somebody orders them, then I will tender touch, but I just need to heat them for a picture. And tender touch is the covering I put on them. And I just cut as close as I can to the stitching. Just see Keenan's face.
Oh my gosh. You guys should buy 1,000 of these.
And that, oh my gosh, that's his real reaction. That's just how my husband is. Now, the question is taking pictures and actually listing them. Who takes pictures of stuff and doesn't list them? If you're guilty, put guilty in the comments, because I swear I take pictures, but if I don't list it right away, it doesn't get done. Because I lose the motivation in the creation of my new design. All right, let's get these heat pressed, lint rolled. Because there is heat and bond on it, you need to heat press the front. But again, I would lint roll the shirt first because you don't want any loose fabrics getting heated like down here or over here, somewhere it's not supposed to be, because the heat and bond that we did use for the fabric is a heat adhesive, so it bonds the fabric to the shirt. This is so cute. I think I chose the perfect colors. I was a little questionable about this green at first. I was like, but I actually think it turned out great. They both turned out great. A+, Angela, A+. If these become bestsellers this year, be a perk. If they're not like hard at all to make. For me, it was harder just because I had to record a video and cut at the same time. If it was just no video, then I would have gotten done a lot quicker. Dang, y'all couldn't see nothing. Long story short, I was lint rolling. I'm pressing it for a few seconds. They come out so much better. Now I have my light box set up over here, but I have stuff in there right now that I need to take out. These are stuff I made yesterday. My wooden tag. Somebody steal my pictures. Why are my pictures upside down? Totally forgot about this one. I do think I will have to hoop this one higher next time because of the way this specific design is. I dropped my phone, but yes. That is it for today's video. It is 12:50. Let's see if Lily needs some help and then we'll be out of here. Gotta get these designs listed on Etsy. Also, if you're interested, you haven't opened an Etsy shop, I do have an Etsy course that is linked down below, along with 40 free Etsy listings if you use my link. It's always in the description. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions at all, leave them down in the comments, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!